In this quick video, we will look at how to access and complete the PreSST form in BeyondSST. Begin by clicking on the three-line icon, which will give you access to all of the student's forms for that individual student. Select PreSST as your initial form to open the form. Once in here, you will begin to document all of the Tier 2 supports that you have been providing or are getting ready to provide for your student. Think of this form as your Mary Poppins bag of tricks. Everything that you can or have been doing for your student should be documented here to provide all of the data needed by the team to decide if moving the student to a formal SST is an appropriate next step. Select the date that you are beginning your strategies. This could be today, or this could be a date that started a few weeks ago. Once you've got your date entered, you'll scroll down and see that there are multiple sections throughout the form that have drop-downs. Simply click on the little drop-down caret to see a list of options that you can select of interventions or supports that you have been providing for your student. Here, you'll just need to click on the boxes for what supports you've been providing, and you'll see that they begin to appear. If additional users are filling out the form with you, their information will also begin to appear on the form. Any indication of a box that you have completed is shown with a dark green number. If your colleagues or peers are also working on the student form, the dark green number will either increase as they select the same sections, or you will see the sections appear with a light green number indicating that your colleague or peer has selected that option, but you have not. You'll notice underneath many of these areas, there are sections for us to add additional comments or narratives that relate to this section. So as I am working on the general information for my student for pre-SST interventions, I may provide additional support or comments here regarding what I've done and how those pre-SST interventions have worked or failed in my classroom. Scrolling down, you'll also see sections that include environmental, curriculum, assignment modification, alteration to instruction, changes to instructional output, homework interventions, and behavior interventions. Again, clicking on that little caret will give you a drop-down that allows you to select all of the interventions or pre-SST supports that you have been trying or are getting ready to try and implement with your student in the classroom. Underneath the behavior interventions, there is a section for us to document any interventions that may have been tried at home. While we don't expect you to go to your student's home to verify that they have a designated study area, you can reach out to parents and ask if any of these things are going on and how they are succeeding or failing for the student. Once again, there is a narrative box where you can provide additional information, clarity, or supporting comments for any of the supports that you have tried from the list up above. Your team, your PLC, your SST coordinator, they may come together to review the strategies and decide what the next steps are. You might be involved in this part of the form, or you may just receive the notification after. If the student is doing well with your pre-SST supports and it's not necessary for us to develop and create a formal intervention plan, they may stay without an SST and continue utilizing the Tier 2 supports in your classroom. If the team feels that all of the work that you're doing is wonderful, but the student needs something more structured and formalized, they may agree that it's appropriate to refer the student to a formal SST. And here we can add comments and details with regards to why the student needs to stay at pre-SST or why we think it's appropriate for our student to move forward to something more formal. If parents have provided concerns, please document those here. This can be a summary of the conversation you had with mom and dad on the phone or at pickup. It can also be a copy and paste of an email that was sent, or you can add any kind of attachments that you would like. If you have supporting documentation that you feel would be beneficial to have saved with the pre-SST form, simply click on the Add Attachment and title the attachment type. Perhaps it's a parent letter, samples of student work, referral documents. Once you have this titled, click the little paperclip to identify the file that you'd like to attach and attach. Please note, BeyondSST only allows PDF, JPEG, or GIF attachments. You cannot attach Word or Excel sheets. Once you have completed filling out this form, click on the Save button. You can continue to come in and update the documents, add more information as needed, but this is a great start to documenting all of the pre-SST supports that you are providing for your student.